Hello, my name is Matthew Eckelberg, and this is my video presentation for assignment 4.3, Forecast and Prediction / Capstone Update. The purpose of this assignment is to demonstrate familiarity with the basic concepts, tools, and techniques employed in BIA, identify project management considerations for the design, development, and implementation of effective BIA systems, apply advanced BIA concepts and techniques used to identify meaningful statistical patterns and relationships in data, communicate BIA solutions to peers with a solid team spirit at a managerial level, and present the WordPress blog showcasing the business case analysis on Costco Wholesale. An overview on what we'll talk about today. First, the forecast analysis, risk avoidance, total quality control, Six Sigma, process analysis, and a conclusion of the technical blog overall. And then, of course, a summary. Getting into the forecast analysis, this is based on a case study about the Italian company responsible for the Vespa. They went through some revolving door management and wasted a lot of money on ill-conceived expansion plans, leaving the company with crushing debt and vulnerable to competition. This happened because they expanded with poorly developed plans, increasing in debt, putting out bad quality products, and their inability to meet market demand. So the task has been given to compare a problem in Costco Wholesale and depict a potential bad future, if you will. So with Kirkland Signature being responsible for 1/4 of Costco sales, what would Costco's revenue look like without them? Well, I've kind of created a little hypothetical alternate universe chart, if you will, imagining the revenue from 2006 to 2019 without Kirkland, and then even more so without Kirkland sales leading into the future would lead to Costco's demise. So why would this happen? If Costco were to ever compromise on the quality of the Kirkland Signature brand that they put out, it could potentially cost them everything. So risk avoidance. Now that we've seen the fearful future, if Kirkland Signature ever fails Costco, we have to look at how to avoid this. So first, what is risk and how do we deal with it? Well, there's 4 ways to deal with it. You can accept it, avoid it, transfer it, or reduce it. So the strategy that I've come up with for Kirkland to fight that awful future that we saw in the last slide is to expand Kirkland. Just continue pouring efforts into Kirkland to keep the level of quality where it is, and potentially provide even more big brand alternatives. Perhaps we can push those quarter sales to half of all total sales, and the fact that Kirkland is exclusive to Costco, this will help increase membership count and keep the renewal rate at 90%, if not improve upon it. So a quick formula for calculating risk is your risk score equals potential risk divided by potential reward divided by potential loss. So if you look at this quadrant here, we've rated the strategy of expanding Kirkland potential reward and a score of 8, which is very high reward, and a potential loss of 2, so very low risk. Gives us a score of 4 overall after you plug in the numbers, which would deem that this is a smart risk. TQC. Costco's TQC is based on, or this image rather, is based on Deming's 14 points and how it relates to Costco Wholesale. So each of these bullet points that you see pouring into Costco's TQC is actually documented in the document a little more in depth. However, I can go over a few of them. So for creating constancy of purpose, for improvement of product and service, that to me directly relates to the Kirkland signature label. So I would say they are satisfying this point due to the fact that that product and service is very consistent and serves its purpose well. So and the practice of awarding business on price tag alone. Again, Costco does embody this, and they should and will continue to do so. Vendors and suppliers need to comply with Costco's low price model, or Costco simply denies them permission to benefit from stocking them on their shelves. They won't sell the product in their warehouse. Institute leadership and training and drive out the fear are things that they do. That's a reason that they have a less than 6% employee turnover rate. So a lot of this is already being done, and it is well documented in the Word doc. Six Sigma. So when we're talking about Six Sigma, keep in mind we're going to be looking at the inventory process of Costco wholesale for our little small example. What is Six Sigma? It is another methodology to further improve quality control, where the goal of this methodology is to eliminate variability, defects, and waste that all negatively impact the customer. So how does this relate to the inventory process at Costco wholesale? Well, first thing that's going to happen is the define stage. And what you want to do during the define stage is define exactly what the problems are, not just the symptoms, so that way the scope of the project can be designed and focused to fix this one problem or bottleneck specifically. During the measure and analysis stage, Costco will focus heavily on metrics and measurements in the operating process, and then analyze that information and determine the bottlenecks in their operations flow. During the last two steps, improve and control, the team will come up with real solutions to the problems and then take action to apply these solutions and maintain the new level of quality that has been achieved. Process analysis. So although Costco wholesale's process flow isn't necessarily broken or severely flawed, there's always room for improvement. So again, we're going to look at the inventory process. Keep in mind this is a very simplistic overview of the process flow. However, the current process flow located on the left, they order the inventory, ship the inventory, deliver and receive, stock it, sell it, and then repeat. The new process flow is proposing, again, that Costco improves upon their e-commerce offerings. So this would enable customers' orders to go directly to the vendor supplier using Costco's website and membership as a proxy almost. And then the customers who are in the local area can order from the warehouse for the same-day grocery delivery. So this would satisfy two different needs. So it would enable Costco to tap into the e-commerce grocery delivery market, and it would increase revenue outside of North America because 84% of their sales do come from the US and Canada. So if customers were able to order directly from the vendor and supplier and get these bulk items shipped right to them while still utilizing that Costco membership, so Costco is still making money off of subscriptions, I believe this would push product all over, really. Further, increasing subscriber count and retaining subscribers. So, quick conclusion. This blog post has been a lot of work, and a lot of things have been learned over the course of 24 blog posts. Such various analysis have been conducted: cash flow analysis, process analysis, the list goes on. Mostly, this has been based off of real data that I researched on the web. Some of it is fictional, or it was left in a vague fashion so that it could apply in a generic mean. The blog posts have usually stated when that is the case. And some of the high tops we talked about was expanding to India, the quality and happy employees and how that makes a difference in an organization, and the value that Costco delivers at low cost. Quick summary on what we spoke about: forecast analysis, risk avoidance, TQC, Six Sigma, process analysis, conclusion of the technical blog, and the summary. As always, thank you very much for listening to this blog post. I hope you enjoyed it over the course of the last 4 weeks. My name is Matthew Eckelberg. There's my contact info. Have a wonderful day.